Tamerlane, also known as Timur, was a ruthless and cunning founder of the Timurid Empire in Central Asia, who expanded his empire to encompass a vast territory stretching from Russia to India and from the Mediterranean Sea to Mongolia. Despite his brutal conquests, Timur was also a patron of the arts, literature, and architecture, and his capital city, Samarkand, remains a testament to his legacy. Born on April 8, 1336, in Kesh, Transoxiana, present-day Uzbekistan, Timur was the son of Turagha-Ibasha, the chief of the Balas tribe, and Tajina Begim. His early life is shrouded in mystery, with many details disputed or lacking in contemporary records. According to legend, Timur's nickname Tamerlane or Tamburlane is derived from the Turkic word Timur Ilang, meaning Timur the Lame, likely due to a wound he suffered during his youth. As a young man, Timur navigated the complex web of alliances and rivalries among the local nomadic clans and sedentary Shagate Mongol Khans who ruled Transoxiana. He eventually formed an alliance with Emir Hussein, grandson of Kazgan, and married his sister Aliyah-e Turkaniga. However, they were soon dethroned and forced into banditry to survive. Timur's bravery and tactical skills made him a successful mercenary soldier in Persia, and he soon accumulated a large following. In 1364, he and Emir Hussein banded together again and defeated Ilyas Khoja, son of Tuluk Timur. By 1366, they controlled Transoxiana. After his first wife's death in 1370, Timur attacked his erstwhile ally Emir Hussein and besieged him at Balkh, ultimately killing him and declaring himself sovereign over the region. Over the next decade, Timur seized control of Central Asia and then expanded his empire by invading Russia in 1380. He helped Tokhtamysh retake control and defeated the Lithuanians in battle. Timur captured Herat in 1383, marking the beginning of his campaign against Persia. By 1385, he had conquered all of Persia. Invasions followed in 1391 and 1395 against his former protege Tokhtamysh in Russia. While busy in the north, Persia revolted, prompting Timur to respond by leveling entire cities and using their citizens' skulls to build gruesome towers and pyramids. By 1396, he had conquered Iraq, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Mesopotamia, and Georgia. Timur's army of 90,000 crossed the Indus River in September 1398 and conquered India. The country was fragmented after Sultan Firuz Shah Tuluk's death in 1388, allowing Timur to easily defeat Delhi's army and seize vast treasures. He also conquered Syria and Turkey in 1399. In his final campaign against Ming China in 1404–1405, Timur's army suffered heavy losses due to cold weather and exposure. He died on February 18, 1405, at Otrar in Kazakhstan. Despite his brutal reputation as a conqueror who razed cities and slaughtered populations en masse, Timur also patronized art and architecture. His legacy lived on through his descendants, including Oleg Beg, 1393–1449, who ruled from 1447 to 1449 and was known for his astronomical pursuits. Timur's great-great-grandson Babur founded the Mughal dynasty in India in 1526, which ruled until the British expulsion in 1857. Timur's impact on world history is immeasurable. He was a master strategist and military leader who expanded his empire through a combination of diplomacy, cunning, and brutal force. His legacy continues to fascinate historians and scholars today. He was an undefeated military commander and regarded as one of the greatest military tacticians. Timur, the founder of the Timurid Empire, was a devout Sunni Muslim who followed the Naqshbandi school of thought, which was influential in Transoxiana. He had a close relationship with his chief religious advisor, Abdul al-Jabbar Khwarizmi, a Hanafi scholar who provided guidance on Islamic law and doctrine. Timur also had a spiritual mentor named Sayyid Baraka, a leader from Balkh who is buried alongside him in Gumia. Despite his strong Sunni leanings, Timur held Ali and the Al-Bayt in high regard and was known for his pro-Shia stance. However, he was also quick to punish Shia Muslims who desecrated the memories of the Sahaba, the companions of the Prophet Muhammad. As a military leader, Timur was renowned for his strategic genius and ability to inspire loyalty among his nomadic followers. He was also incredibly intelligent, possessing both intuitive and intellectual abilities. Timur was fluent in Persian, Mongolian, and Turkish languages, which he learned under the guidance of distinguished scholars. Persian was particularly important to him, as it was the language of his court and chancellery. Timur regularly used Sharia and fiqh to achieve his goals alongside Mongol military practices. He took advantage of his Turco-Mongolian heritage to further his military and political ambitions. Despite being a learned king, Timur enjoyed the company of scholars and appreciated their expertise. His legacy runs deep. Years after his demise, he is still known for his military expeditions and his tactical genius in war. Ibn Khaldun praises Timur for having unified much of the Muslim world when other conquerors of the time could not. 145. The next great conqueror of the Middle East, Nader Shah, was greatly influenced by Timur and almost reenacted Timur's conquests and battle strategies in his own